You did the fabulous Ibiza Spain crossing with Annabel and Fred. It was like 96 kilometers?
96.5.
In?
We did Javia, we did Ibiza to Javia, which is a small town in the east coast of Spain.
How long did it take?
It took a little less than 15 hours, 14 hours and 48 minutes, I recall.
Wow.
I won't forget that for a while.
And that was like your idea, or?
Yeah, actually it was my idea. Last year I began to think about a nice crossing, something that would make, something that anybody hadn't attempted at a distance. And I look at the Ibiza to Spain thing as a novelty. And we started looking at some charts and realized that, it might be too long for one single day. But I kept on pushing the guy that was helping me with the planning to see if we could do it in one day. Long story short, we planned it and it worked out. So excited about it.
And did you have any help or anything, or how?
Yeah, we did. We have help from a bunch of people. Probably the most important was Alquila Vela, which is a charter company in Denia, and they lent us a fabulous 38 catamaran that we can use on the journey, and they actually gave it to us for free as long as we did good use of it, which we did. And I myself didn't enjoy the catamaran very much because we just did one crossing and I paddled the way back. But that was probably the biggest help. I had help from Nash at that point. They provided me with a board. We had a Quick Blade help us out as well. And we had a couple of friends of ours that did the filming. And Starboard was there, Fanatic was there with a rider. And then we also have people from C4 at the moment. At the time, and it all worked out really good. The 4 of us started the journey. Only 3 of us finished, but we had a lot of help, probably with people that I'm forgetting.
How were the conditions?
The conditions were great. The first 2-3 hours, we had one of the best downwinds that we could ask for. It was beautiful. We were averaging probably 15 to 20 kilometers an hour, and we were literally flying. Even the catamaran could barely keep up with us. Of course, that only lasted for 3 hours at the most, and then the wind stopped for maybe another 30-40 and then the last part of the trip we actually had some headwind, about 10 knots or so. Nothing terrible, but we were so exhausted at the time that anything other than a downwind was very hard.
Did you consider giving up?
I always thought we were getting there. There were times where I was falling a lot, especially towards the end. I was using a board that was more for downwind, so when the conditions weren't particularly for downwind, the board was pretty hard and I kept on falling a lot, but something inside of me kept telling me that we would make it, even with the hour and a half at night that we did have to paddle. So,
it was dark then?
Yes, it got dark about, I think we got there about 9ish or so. This was May, so at 9 o'clock or so it got dark. We put some sort of small lights on it, light sticks on it, and we paddled for an hour and a half at dark, so that was interesting.
Did you paddle all the time, or did you take breaks to eat and drink? And...
Well, yeah, we were stopping every hour and a half or so, 2 hours, pretty much. I would say more close to 2 hours to eat something, refill the camelback, and just sit down on the board. The people on the boat will throw us the food, and we'll give.
But you never left the board.
No, we never left the board. We just sat on the board. That's the most that we did.
Wow. Did you check the conditions specifically before?
Yeah. We kept monitoring the weather for a good 2 weeks before the journey, and we set a date. This was right after the Waterman League in La Torre, and we set a date for that weekend, and we had a window from Friday to Sunday pretty much to do the crossing. Of course, Friday was the best day, and this was the very first day that we had available. We did the crossing on Thursday night, and it was a bit tricky because we crossed Thursday night, and first thing in the morning on Friday we took off. So we really had no time to check out the place or just prepare. We pretty much woke up, had some breakfast, and jumped on the board.
Okay, thanks and congratulations.
Thank you.